As a veteran, I am appalled by President Trump's new executive order, implementing the President's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, Workforce Optimization Initiative. This order directly targets the Department of Veterans Affairs, an institution that is supposed to serve those who served our country. The very name of the order, DOGE, a reference to a frivolous cryptocurrency meme, speaks volumes about this administration's regard for veterans and their well-being. It feels like a slap in the face to those who sacrificed so much for this nation. This executive order is not about efficiency, it's about dismantling the government from the inside out, starting with the VA. The order's true aim is to cripple the VA, making it so dysfunctional that veterans are forced to seek private care. This is a blatant attempt to undermine a vital support system for millions of veterans across the country. I served on the Secretary of Veterans Affairs Advisory Committee on the Readjustment of Veterans, and witnessed firsthand the challenges the VA faces. I've also seen the dedication and compassion of VA employees, many of whom are veterans themselves. This order disrespects their service and commitment. The DOGE order will have devastating consequences for veterans like me, who rely on the VA for healthcare, benefits, and support. It's a betrayal of our service and a dangerous precedent for the future of veteran care in America. One of the most damaging aspects of the DOGE order is the implementation of a 1-to-4 hiring ratio within the VA. This means that for every 4 employees who leave the VA, only 1 new hire can be made. This is a recipe for disaster, especially considering that the VA already faces significant staffing shortages across the board. The VA is already stretched thin, struggling to meet the needs of a growing veteran population. The 1-to-4 hiring ratio will exacerbate these existing shortages, leading to longer wait times, reduced services, and a decline in the quality of care. Veterans will be forced to wait even longer for appointments, benefits claims, and essential healthcare services. This ratio will hit departments already facing critical shortages particularly hard. These include medical and benefits processing roles, both of which are crucial for veterans' well-being. The consequences of understaffing in these areas are dire, potentially leading to delayed diagnoses, inadequate treatment, and a backlog of benefits claims. The 1-to-4 hiring ratio is not a cost-saving measure. It's a deliberate attempt to cripple the VA's ability to function effectively. It's a short-sighted policy that will have long-term negative consequences for veterans and their families. As if the 1-to-4 hiring ratio wasn't enough, the DOGE order introduces another layer of bureaucracy that will further hinder the VA's ability to function effectively. The order mandates that all new hires must be approved by DOGE team leads. These individuals, according to reports, are often young, inexperienced, and lack a deep understanding of the VA's complex operations. The introduction of these DOGE team leads will create a bottleneck in the hiring process, making it even more difficult to fill much-needed positions within the VA. This new layer of bureaucracy will only serve to slow down an already overburdened system, further delaying essential services for veterans. Past experiences with similar initiatives have shown that these so-called efficiency experts often lack the necessary experience and understanding to make informed decisions about staffing and resource allocation within the VA. Their involvement is likely to lead to poor decision-making, further exacerbating the existing problems within the VA. The DOGE team leads are not there to improve efficiency. They are there to enforce the administration's agenda of downsizing and dismantling the VA. Their presence is a testament to the administration's disregard for the well-being of veterans and their families. The DOGE order is a clear example of the Trump administration's misplaced priorities. While claiming to be concerned about government spending, the administration has no problem funneling taxpayer dollars into projects that benefit their own interests. The most glaring example of this is the reported $400 million expenditure on armored Teslas for the State Department. This blatant hypocrisy exposes the true motivations behind the DOGE order. It's not about fiscal responsibility, it's about dismantling public services and enriching private corporations. The administration is more than happy to spend lavishly on projects that benefit their allies, while simultaneously gutting essential services for veterans. The push for privatization of veteran healthcare is a dangerous and irresponsible move that will leave countless veterans without access to affordable and quality care. Private healthcare providers are driven by profit, not by the needs of veterans. They are more likely to prioritize profitable procedures over essential care, leaving veterans with mounting medical bills and inadequate treatment. The DOGE order is a betrayal of our nation's promise to care for those who have borne the battle. It's time for our elected officials to stand up for veterans and protect the VA from these harmful and short-sighted policies.